Let's take a look at this special edition Seiko Padi 62 MAS style watch. This is the SPB501. The retail price currently is just over $1,500. You reach out to my guy Tyler at Exquisite Timepieces. You tell him I sent you. See what you can do. I don't know, no guarantees. But I will say you're guaranteed to get a great watch if you buy a Seiko dive watch. I mean, Seiko makes a lot of great watches, but most of us watch enthusiasts are primarily interested in the dive watches from Seiko. And yeah, there are a lot of competitive options at whatever price point you're looking at within the Seiko lineup of the dive watches, the Pro Specs. But there's something about these Seiko dive watches that are just, they always work for me. So when you see something they've updated like this, they updated this. Obviously their dial colors are just awesome. And you have many to choose from. Exquisite Timepieces, Naples, Florida. They're the authorized dealer for Seiko and over 60 other brands, as well as a massive pre-owned collection. So they're all available there. They have them in stock. They have multiples. You can just buy them. There's no wait list. You can call Tyler. You can purchase it online. However you want to do it. Even better would be to go to their showroom, which is awesome. And you can try on some watches that you know you're not going to buy, but you still want to try them on. And then leave with your Seiko. That's fine too. I did it. I've done it. I did it there at Exquisite. No problem. It was at a Seiko event though too, so I kind of had to buy a Seiko. But anyway, back to this guy here. The updates. First, the size. So the bezel, 39.4. In a rare circumstance that the bezel is actually slightly inboard than the case. The case is 40 millimeter. The lug-to-lug, 46.2. Thickness, 13.45. A single dome sapphire crystal, but the dome is on the inside, so it's pretty much, it's almost flat on the outside. 20 millimeter lug opening. The bracelet does taper down to 18. You have a 6.5 millimeter machined screw down crown, keeping one of the updates I'm going to talk about, 300 meter water depth rating on this thing. So most of these watches in the past were 200 meter. We're seeing 300 now. We're also seeing, indicated on the dial there, automatic 3 days power reserve, 72-hour power reserve from this 6R55 automatic movement. The date tucked in between the 4 and 5 position on a level viewing plane. Not too bad to read. I mean, I can still read it without my readers at different distances, which would be about the distance that I would be checking the time on my wrist. So not too bad. The other update, this clasp system. I'm a huge fan. I've been on record many times of the old stamp clasp that Seiko did, and a lot of people would disagree with me on that. I really like that clasp. I will say I'm interested in this one. Still have reservations because it is thicker, and I like thinner clasp. But I do like the look of it. I do like the feel of it. So it still has the fold-over clasp, the double pushers, milled out center portion. And then what they've added here is, instead of like a weird dive extension, they have a double push button dive extension there, and then it will ratchet in without the buttons. So you could use it as a micro adjust, sure you could. That's not what it's intended for, but you absolutely could use it in that way. Like I said, it's, for most people, it's a step in the right direction. We'll just say that. Here's a look at the case back. You can see it does say special edition on there. Very cool. Now keep in mind too, even at this price point and even lower price points, I've showed more affordable Seiko divers. These are all in-house. So Seiko probably produces more of their own stuff than a lot of other places. Definitely when they were doing like the Hardlex crystal ones and older ones. I'm not sure what the percentage is now, but sapphire crystal on this as well. You have a colored metal bezel insert. You have a 120 click kind of a refined Seiko feel to it. If you've spun a lot of Seiko bezels, I think you'll understand what that means. Let me pop it on my 7 1/4 inch wrist so you can see what that looks like. The 62 MAS is definitely a watch that wears great on many different wrist size. Very similar to what you would see with like a Tudor Black Bay 58. It's really close in size to that. So if that's a watch that you're interested in, you can get that at Exquisite Timepieces. But if it's outside your budget, look at these Seikos, because there's more interesting colorways. They're definitely more affordable, and it's still all in-house. It's still like, it's not a watch that's less than the Tudor other than the price. Quite frankly, it should be a competitive option for your hard-earned money and for your wrist time. That's how good these Seiko watches are. And of course, we have to close out with a Lume shot. Let's give this a quick blast of the UV light. Turn off the studio lights, and you'll see some of the best Lume in the business is right here from Seiko. And it's available at Exquisite Timepieces, Naples, Florida. Tell them I sent you. Get yourself one of these Paddies. I think the green, everybody goes for the blue dial watches. I would take the green over the blue any day. I'll see you on the next vid.